Ever been curious about what keeps a Sigma male tossing and turning at night? While they may seem unshakable, even these lone wolves can be haunted by their fears. But here's the twist. These fears don't paralyze them, they fuel them. Fear is humanity's most primal motivator, driving us to create, innovate, and evolve. It can be said that our greatest triumphs often rise from the ashes of our fears. Sigma males take this to a whole new level. They transform their fears into stepping stones, using them to climb to unparalleled heights and shatter expectations. True greatness is achieved when you can overcome your fears and move past them. However, there are some fears that cannot be conquered, fears that are out of our control. While Sigma males don't typically possess many of the common fears of the average man, there are some more concerning things that they tend to worry about. So, what are these worries that afflict Sigmas? Well, here are 8 things that all Sigma males truly fear. Number 1. Wasting time. Sigma males are often lauded as masters of efficiency, but that mastery comes at a cost. A constant awareness of life's fleeting nature. They understand that they've won what could be called the cosmic lottery, the incredible chance to experience consciousness, possibly one of the universe's rarest phenomena. Because of this awe-inspiring gift, Sigmas feel an immense responsibility not to squander it. They're haunted by the notion that each tick of the clock is a missed opportunity, a moment that can never be reclaimed. However, this fear doesn't cripple them. Instead, it inspires them to live with an urgency and a fervor that few can match, pushing them to squeeze every drop of meaning out of the finite time they have. Number 2. Not being able to accomplish all of their goals. This anxiety is a direct offshoot of their acute awareness of time's finite nature, correlating back to my previous point of wasting time. Sigma males are often perceived as the epitome of ambition, setting sky-high standards and imposing rigorous expectations upon themselves. They maintain a mental checklist of milestones they want to reach, not for societal praise or external validation, but for the intrinsic satisfaction of leaving an indelible mark on the world. Their ambition is deeply intertwined with their quest for meaning and purpose, fueled by the desire to contribute something valuable to the grand tapestry of existence. This fear doesn't paralyze them, but instead serves as a poignant reminder, a motivational spark, urging them to strive relentlessly to realize their vision, against all odds. Number 3. Having their freedoms taken away. For a Sigma male, the prospect of losing personal freedoms is not just unsettling. It's a dark cloud looming on the horizon of their fiercely independent lives. These men have sculpted their existence around the cornerstone of self-reliance, an ethos that gives them the freedom to navigate the world on their own terms. So the idea of having their liberties curtailed or their autonomy compromised is a nightmarish scenario that they view as an existential threat. Whether it's governmental overreach, the encroachment of surveillance technologies, or even a restrictive relationship, the concept chafes against their very being like a cage to a wild animal. Losing freedom for them is akin to losing a part of their identity, a severing of the lifeline that sustains their unique way of life. Number 4. Having to rely on others. Sigma males often forge their path toward independence at an early age, sometimes propelled by a difficult upbringing, or perhaps through an innate realization that, in the end, they can truly rely only on themselves. This mindset instills a kind of rugged self-sufficiency, a buffer against the uncertainties of life. However, even these unfaltering figures harbor the unnerving fear of circumstances that could render them dependent on others. Whether it's the terrifying prospect of a terminal illness or a debilitating accident, the thought of being robbed of their self-reliance is their worst nightmare. Situations like these force them into a position of vulnerability, where they must lean on others for support, something that cuts deep against their grain. This fear isn't just about losing physical autonomy. It's about losing a foundational piece of their identity, a compromise they dread. It's the dark underbelly of their independence, a silent acknowledgement that there are some scenarios that even they can't navigate alone. Number 5. Committing to long-term relationships. For a Sigma male, commitment in a long-term relationship can be an emotional minefield. It's not that they crave control over their partner, but rather they are acutely aware of the unpredictable nature of human behavior. This unknown variable, this wild card, makes them exceedingly cautious. They tread carefully in the realm of love, holding potential partners to exceptionally high standards. It's not about having a laundry list of qualities. It's about being utterly convinced that the person in question is the right one. Settling for someone who's just good enough is not in their playbook. For Sigma men, the idea of committing to someone who might unexpectedly betray or disappoint them is a chilling thought. It's as if they're wagering a piece of their soul on an uncertain outcome, a risk that they are often unwilling to take unless they are absolutely certain. And so, they walk the tightrope of intimacy, ever aware that a false step could mean a plunge into emotional chaos. Number 6. Being betrayed. Sigma males are known for their strong sense of loyalty, which makes the experience of betrayal even more cutting for them. Many of them have felt the sharp sting of being backstabbed by someone they considered a friend, and it's a wound that leaves a lasting scar. This betrayal becomes an imprint, shaping their approach to trust and privacy. They build their lives like fortresses, guarded and impenetrable, allowing only a select few to breach the walls. Their circle of trust is small but ironclad, constructed carefully to minimize the risk of another betrayal. It's not that they enjoy living like secretive enigmas. Rather, it's a defense mechanism, a way to shield themselves from the emotional devastation that betrayal brings. They'd rather be seen as reserved or mysterious than open themselves up to the potential pain of being double-crossed by someone they've let close. Number 7. Not being able to experience all of their desires. Sigma males harbor a deep-rooted fear of missing out on life's rich tapestry of experiences and desires. The idea that they might never get to savor certain thrills or reach certain milestones isn't just unsettling, it's downright terrifying. But here's the silver lining. This fear becomes their fuel, driving them to work tirelessly toward what they want. They're not sitting around lamenting about what they could miss. Instead, they're out there, seizing opportunities and carving out the life they envision for themselves. They understand that in order to experience the fullness of life's pleasures, they have to be proactive, tenacious, and above all, fearless in pursuing what makes their heart beat faster. In this way, their fear becomes a catalyst, propelling them toward a life packed with the experiences they crave. Number 8. Eternal suffering. This final point should be everyone's ultimate fear. Imagine a future where artificial intelligence becomes so advanced that it could create a simulation where time feels infinite for those trapped within it. In this hypothetical scenario, a rogue AI could engineer an infinite torture chamber, where suffering stretches on for what feels like eternity. It's fears like this that make the prospect of immortality utterly unappealing to Sigma males. While many people shudder at the thought of death, Sigma males see it differently. To them, the finite nature of life is not a curse, but a form of relief, a safeguard against the possibility of unending torment. This is why they don't fear death. Instead, they embrace life with an intensity born from the knowledge that it has an end, making each moment all the more precious. Do you agree with the points I made in this video? Let me know in the comments. For more videos on Sigma males, check out some other videos on this channel. Thank you for watching.